Hi there, it's John here. It's Thursday evening and I have a song to play for you. This week I had to get the words factory and potential into a song in the key of F, and this is what I've come up with. Now, in the beginning, I began to think about factories and all the kinds of factories across the world and the spread of the Industrial Revolution. And I was thinking about how I would love to work in a chocolate factory, stirring the chocolate, tasting it and stuff. I could be like a little Oompa Loompa, singing my songs and eating my chocolate. But then I was thinking about a space factory, and none of that was interesting, apart from the chocolate perhaps, but then I thought that didn't have universal appeal. So yeah, it'd be funny though. So in the end I looked at the dictionary and tried to figure out where the word factory came from, because that's often a really interesting story in and of itself. And I wasn't I was staggered to realise what it actually means. So factory comes from the Latin word factorium, which literally means oil press. And I was reading about this. It was really interesting to me. Oil press. What's that all about? And then I was reading this not like an article, like just something, I don't know what it was actually. It was something online, I think. And it talked about how the word oil press is the word Gethsemane in the Bible. The word Gethsemane, the garden on the mount, the Garden of Olives, is literally called, is translated as oil press. That's what it means. And I was thinking, oh, that's really interesting. I could go from factory, and thinking about chocolate, to thinking about oil presses and the olive oil and the Garden of Olives, and then Gethsemane. And that was just so interesting to me. So I thought, because of that link, I had to write a song about Gethsemane. And that's what I've done. And with my background in the church and my theological education and stuff like that, and I just felt that I'd be a bit of a phony if I just ignored the fact that factory is linked to Gethsemane. And I thought it'd be a really interesting take on the whole idea of Jesus in that garden praying on the night before he died, on the night that he was betrayed. So that's what I've written about. And it's been a bit of a process for me, because there's so much you could say, so much has been written about this subject. It could feel literally in my library just full of books on this subject alone. And I didn't particularly want to sort of get all kind of clever or trying to do this great treatment of the subject in terms of trying to cover every aspect, because I think that's a real trap for songwriters. But actually what I wanted to do was get down to the very essence of the story, and what it was trying to get at. And so I play on this idea of the oil press, because in the chorus I talk about, as Jesus was praying and was literally crushed by the weight of the agony and the world, as it were, upon his shoulders, that the oil flowed out as the tears flowed down. And that's the line in the chorus that I just really love. And really I built the whole song around those lines, the oil flowing out as the tears ran down his face. So the first two verses are about the Garden of Gethsemane, and the third verse, because I wanted to write about potential, I've written about our potential and how, in a sense, people of faith, of Christian faith, we would, I think, want to shape our lives around this idea of, like Jesus saying, "Not my will, but yours be done." To do a similar thing, and in a sense, that's our attitude. And so I've changed the chorus in the third, that links to the third verse, to reflect that shift in focus from the story in the garden to the way that parallels particularly our lives today. So that's the song. The song is called The Oil Press, and I'm going to sing it now for you. And I'm not going to apologise the fact that this week is an explicitly Christian song. I've written explicitly Christian songs the whole of my life, and not once in this challenge have I done so. Obviously my faith has come out in lines here and there, and in some of the themes and the way I've approached subjects. But this is one where, although I don't name Jesus, it's clearly about Jesus, and particularly that story. So this is called The Oil Press, and I hope that you like it. And if you're not someone who practices faith of any kind, I know some of my really close friends on here watching along going, John, I love you, brother, but each their own. This is just me, and I'd have been a fool if I didn't write this song. I would have been glossing over something that's important to me. So there you go. I hope you enjoy it. I only put the music together today, so hope you like it. In that olive grove, you fell down and prayed. The weight of the world pressed down upon you. If it can be, let this cup pass from me. Yet not my will, but yours be done, you said. In that factory, you did the work that only you could do. A choice that changed a world broken in two. Surrender to a path you did not choose. And the oil flowed out as your tears ran down. On that painful night, your tears fell like blood, abandoned by your friends and then betrayed, despised and cursed by those you came to serve. Alone you had to walk the hardest path. In that factory, you did the work that only you could do. A choice that changed a world broken in two. Surrender to a path you did not choose. And the oil flowed out as your tears ran down. Our potential here upon the earth is shaped by things we pray, not plans we make. In the things we do, it's our attitude. Not our will, but yours be done, we say. In this factory of life, though hardship comes, we sometimes fall apart. You pick us up and mend our broken hearts. Surrender to your call and to your love. And the oil flows out as our tears run down. And the oil flows out as our tears run down. So there you go, that is The Oil Press, and I like it. it feels it's passionate. I feel it's passionate. I feel hopefully that you get a sense of the story of the Garden of Gethsemane, and maybe a link to how that might translate into our lives today. I'm not sure if anyone in the church would really sing this song. I don't know. It's kind of, it's weird because, you know, I used to write a lot of songs for the church for people to sing, and I haven't really written this for people to sing, because I think I've been quite shaped by this Song a Week and writing a lot of songs that aren't remotely faith-based. So that's interesting for me, that my journey as a songwriter has taken me to a point where I've written a song about faith that doesn't particularly fit in the church. I don't know. Maybe it would. I don't really know. I don't know anymore. I know nothing. Apart from that, I really want to work in a chocolate factory, and that I really like this song. I hope you like this song too. Thanks for subscribing. Thanks for listening. Thanks for taking an interest in these videos. Thanks to all my friends who just send me little messages saying, "Love the song, John," or "Don't like the song." Thanks for the people that are thumbs upping. I've had a few thumbs down, which is great. I love it. But more thumbs up would be brilliant. I think some people just, you know, just having a laugh. Anyway, we'll see. If you watch it and love it, thumbs up. If you watch it and hate it, thumbs down. Be honest. It's all good. I encourage honesty here. Okay, friends. Thanks ever so much. I'll try and get this recorded very, very soon and out, and then we'll get on to the next challenge. I look forward to that very much. Okay, God bless. Bye.